Hey guys, it's me, Boyman, and today I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about what's coming next update, and more importantly, how to prepare for next update. But before I do that, I just want to talk about something kind of exciting for me, a little bit of a personal accomplishment. You know, since everyone goes through this game at their own pace, it sometimes feels like maybe you're not making any progress, so I think it's important to share when you do make progress, so I just want to mention that real quick before I get into today's video. So anyways, next patch, 6 new characters are coming. We don't really know necessarily who they are. We have a pretty good guess. One thing that's also we don't know is, are these characters all coming in 1 month, or is this going to maybe be like 2 months of characters and they're just sort of releasing on big patch? Since they're going to be out of the office, I'd assume a decent amount around, you know, Christmas time and New Year's. You know, maybe what they're doing is they're releasing 6 characters now, and they're just going to sort of let them run for 2 months, December and January, and that way they can just sort of work on that next patch for February without having to sort of adjust for the fact that they're going to be out of office for a decent amount of time. I think that is a possibility. I do not believe they've done that in past years, but it's something to consider, because, you know, 6 characters usually will get 3 characters per month. Either way, whether it's going to be 6 characters in 1 month or 6 characters over 2 months, we have a lot of mutant characters coming. I'd say it's almost guaranteed all 6 of those characters are going to be mutants. So what can you do to prepare for patches? So essentially, now that I've gotten my roster built up, as you can see, I have most characters at gear tier 9 bare minimum. I've actually started saving up before patches. So I did that with the Ant-Man patch. I started saving up on tech stuff, and I just unlocked Ghost last night. I already got her to gear tier 11 because the fact that I've been saving up tech gear. It's been helping me out a lot. Symbiotes, I saved up on bio gear before they came out, and then I was able to level them up very quickly. It's sort of a way to sort of skip over the progression each patch if you plan out well enough before the patch. Even if the patch comes out, you still have time to plan for it, because usually they'll take like 10 days to release the event campaign, then another 5 or 6 days to actually, well, more like 3 or 4 days to get the character from the event campaign. So you can actually set yourself up to max out their character very quickly as soon as they come out. But this gets harder and harder when there's a bunch of different types of characters coming out. You know, you got to save up a variety of gear. It's very easy when you have a lot of characters from the same origin coming out in the same patch, because you can just save up one type of gear. The problem is you're going to need a lot of that gear, but I've started saving up for mutant characters. As you can see right here, just look at a random mutant character, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. These are the kind of stuff you want to be saving up on right now, because you're going to need a lot of them to level up these 6 characters. And it's kind of hard to save up on these things because we have no inventory in this game for some reason. They're still, you know, they're a small indie company. They don't have the budget for a inventory in this game. But what you can do is you can go into pretty much any of your mutant characters, just check out their gear, and then I just keep going to missions and running these missions for these mutant gear right here, because you're going to need a ton of them for 6 mutant characters. I want to show you guys another helpful tool you can use to check out what gear you might want to be building. Again, it's pretty straightforward because it's just mutant gear. But if you wanted to see how much did these other mutant characters take to level up, you know, what am I going to need for these new mutant characters, kind of gauge how many of each piece you're going to need, you can actually go to a character, like let's say Deadpool right here, and you can go to character gear and stats, and you can see how much it takes. I'm going to get rid of this cat ad right here. And then you can go from different gears and see what it takes to go from gear tier to gear tier. So say you want to see how much it takes to get to gear tier 10 to 11. Right here you can see it would take 22 of those little advanced cytoplasm things. And then right here, for to go from 11 to 12, it's going to take 29 of those cytoplasm things. And then from 9 to 10, it would take 14 of those cytoplasm things. And you can look at some of the other mutant characters. They do vary slightly between each other, how many they're going to need. But as you can see, Magneto needs 60 of those to go from 11 to 12, and 52 of them to go from 10 to 11. Some other mutants I pulled up just so you can take a look at, get a gauge for the difference in materials they need. Colossus needs 30 and 27 of these advanced spliced X genes, and then from 10 to 11, he's going to need 50 and 39. So a lot of these advanced spliced X gene and advanced cytoplasm. These other materials, I haven't seen a lot of these advanced morphic peptides. I don't think a lot of characters use those. It's mostly the advanced splice X gene and the advanced cytoplasm. I actually run out of the advanced cytoplasm frequently. As we can see, Domino right here, she actually needs advanced chaotic ribosomes, a lot of those as she levels up. She needs 30 of them from each tier, and then 58. So some characters are more expensive than others in terms of purple gear, but as you guys can see, really big emphasis on this advanced splice X gene and this advanced cytoplasm. So that's just a little tip to help you guys out preparing for this new update. If you have extra energy at the end of the day, personally, I am saving up a little bit for Ghost right now. I'm trying to get her to gear tier 12, maybe even 14 for Dark Dimension, depending on how I have unique gear. I hear she's a bit of a one-woman army for Dark Dimension 3, so I'm trying to save up to unlock her, or at least get her to gear tier 14 to send her into Dark Dimension. Which is awkward because I didn't do a good job saving up tech gear, because Yellow Jacket, I haven't unlocked him yet, and I'm actually out of this little rock right here. I have everything. Actually, I don't even have a lot of these laser torches. I've been saving up a lot for this first item right here. Okay, it goes to use them all up. I actually have none left, so I do need to save up more for Yellow Jacket. Luckily, I have a little bit of time till Yellow Jacket's second blitz comes around, so I have a little bit of time to save up gear. But really, I didn't do a good enough job preparing for tech gear because I used them all up on Ghost. But Ghost is a bit of an exception. Usually, I'd only take characters up to gear tier 10 or something like that, but I'm trying to take her up to gear tier 14, so she is taking up a little more gear than usual. But regardless, if you want to be ready for this patch, I would save up hundreds of these two items right here, this advanced cytoplasm and the advanced splice X gene. Occasionally they'll use something else like those ribosomes or something like that, but I don't see a lot. Like here's some right here, but she only needs like 6 of them. They're a little rare. I don't usually run out of those. The cytoplasm, that's the big one that gets me usually. I don't usually save for anything in this game. Like they have an orb opening event coming soon. I don't save my orbs for that. I play this game because I like opening things. I want to open up orbs. But even I start to save up stuff before a patch is coming, so I figured I'd like to share that advice with you guys. But with that being said, at the end of the day, what do I really know? Because I am only a 19-year-old. I hope everyone can have a happy and healthy day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing off, everyone.